From child prodigy to Grand Slam champion, Sofia Kenin has taken the tennis world by storm with her impressive skills on the court. With a career-high ranking of number 4 in the world and multiple singles and doubles titles under her belt, Kenin has proven to be a force to be reckoned with in the women's tennis scene. Join us in today's episode of Forehand Frenzy, where we dive into the fascinating story of this extraordinary player's life. Sofia is an American professional tennis player who has ascended to the apex of the sport. Born on November 14, 1998, Kenin's hard work paid off when at the age of 21 she achieved a career-high ranking of number 4 in the world. That was on March 9, 2020. Her talent and dedication did not go unnoticed as she was named the 2020 WTA Player of the Year after winning the Australian Open and finishing as the runner-up at the French Open. After her birth in Moscow, Kenin moved to the United States a few months later. Her family settled in New York City in 1987, but returned to Russia for Kenin's birth so that other family members could help raise her at first. Kenin's parents recognized her potential at a young age and arranged for her to train with Rick Macy, a veteran coach in Florida. Macy coached Kenin for 7 years until she was 12, and he was impressed with her exceptional hand-eye coordination and ability to take the ball immediately right after the bounce. Kenin has also worked with Nick Bollettieri, but her primary coach had always been her father until May 2021. Kenin began playing tennis at the age of 5 and drew inspiration from her father, who played recreationally. She enjoyed success in tennis at a young age, and her talent garnered widespread attention in the tennis community, even leading to her face appearing on the front covers of tennis magazines. Kenin played in United States Tennis Association (USTA) girls 10 and under tournaments at the age of 7, and she became the top-ranked player in Florida in that division. She later climbed to the top of the USTA national rankings for each of the 12, 14, 16, and 18, and underage divisions. Additionally, Kenin had the opportunity to interact and learn from other ATP and WTA professional tennis players as a young child, including Anna Kournikova and Kim Clijsters. Kenin's immersion inside the Miami hotbed of professional tennis talent helped nurture her steady rise to success. Legend has it that Kenin's family had only $286 when they first moved to the United States, and her mother had worked as a nurse in the Soviet Union. Kenin's parents' sacrifices and support were crucial to her success in tennis. Despite her youth, Kenin had a clear passion for the sport and worked hard to achieve her goals early on. Her talent, dedication, and perseverance have made her a rising star in women's tennis, and she has achieved remarkable success in a short time. Kenin's story is a testament to the importance of hard work and determination, and her success has inspired many young players to pursue their dreams. Sofia Kenin began her junior career at the age of 13, competing in low-level Grade 1 events on the ITF junior circuit. She quickly progressed and started competing at the Grade 1 level after winning her first titles in both singles and doubles in 2013. Kenin's first breakthrough came toward the end of the year when she made her Grade A debut at the Orange Bowl, reaching the semifinals in singles and finishing runner-up in doubles. Kenin represented the United States at the Junior Fed Cup, where she went undefeated in her 5 matches, all in doubles, to help her team win the tournament. In 2015, Kenin continued to build on her success by winning the USTA International Spring Championships, a Grade 1 tournament. During the summer, she won the USTA Girls 18S National Championship as the number 3 seed, defeating the number 1 seed Black in the final. This win earned her a wild card into the main draw of the 2015 US Open, where she also participated in the junior event and finished as the runner-up. This result helped her rise to number 2 in the world by the end of the year. In 2016, Kenin continued to play on the junior tour while primarily competing in professional events on the ITF women's circuit. At the US Open, she upset the number 1 seed Anastasia Potapova in the previous round before losing in the semifinals to Victoria Kuzmova. Kenin's junior career was marked by several notable achievements and breakthroughs, including her success at the Orange Bowl, winning the USTA Girls 18S National Championship, and finishing as the runner-up at the US Open Junior event. These accomplishments helped her rise in the ITF junior rankings, reaching a career high of number 2 in the world by the end of 2015. Despite primarily competing in professional events on the ITF women's circuit, Kenin continued to participate in junior events, which helped her develop her game and gain valuable experience. With her wildcard from winning the USTA Junior National Championship, she made her Grand Slam debut at the 2015 US Open, but lost in the opening match. In 2016, she won her first two ITF titles, the first at a $25,000 event in Florida and the second at a $50,000 event at Sacramento Challenger in California. After starting the 2017 season ranked outside the top 200, Kenin steadily rose up the WTA rankings throughout the year while playing exclusively on the professional circuit. She won the $60,000 Stockton Challenger and finished runner-up at the $60,000 Lexington Challenger, which helped her win the US Open Wildcard Challenge for the second straight year. At the 2017 US Open, Kenin advanced beyond the first round of a Grand Slam tournament for the first time, defeating compatriots Lauren Davis and Satya Vickery before losing to Maria Sharapova in the third round. Her success at the US Open convinced her to turn professional in September, foregoing a scholarship to attend the University of Miami. She finished the year ranked number 108 in the world. In 2018, thanks to her improved ranking, Sofia Kenin played primarily on the WTA Tour. She achieved her first WTA quarterfinal at the Auckland Open and went on to produce good results at the premier mandatory events in March. Although she lost her first-round match at the Australian Open, Kenin entered the top 100 after reaching the second round of the Indian Wells Open as a qualifier. She reached her first WTA semifinal at the Mallorca Open on grass, defeating top seed and world number 66 Caroline Garcia for her first career top 10 victory before losing to Tatiana Maria. Kenin's best performances of the season came at the Tournoi de Quebec and Wuhan Open, respectively, where she reached the semifinals and defeated world number 10 Julia Gorges for her second victory over a top 10 ranked player of that year. Kenin made her debut for the United States Senior Fed Cup team in the 2018 final against the Czech Republic. Despite losing both her singles matches, Kenin played a particularly close match against Katerina Siniakova that lasted nearly 4 hours. In 2019, she played in the tie against Australia, but lost her only match. Later that year, Kenin played a crucial role in keeping the United States in the World Group for 2020 by defeating Timea Baksinski in a singles rubber in the playoffs against Switzerland. In the same year, Kenin also played in the qualifying round of the newly named Billie Jean King Cup and helped the United States advance to the finals. As a result of these and other victories, Kenin had a breakthrough season in 2019, winning 3 WTA Tour titles and continuing her ascent up the ranking table, rising from outside the top 50 to world number 12 by the end of the year. She began the year by winning her first WTA doubles title at the Auckland Open, and followed it up with her first WTA singles title at the Hobart International without dropping a set. Kenin also reached the final of the Mexican Open and won her second singles title of the year at the Mallorca Open, defeating 3 top 25 players in the final 3 rounds. During the US Open series, she reached the semifinals at both the Canadian Open and the Cincinnati Open, defeating the current world number 1 players, Ashleigh Barty and Naomi Osaka, at each event, and becoming the first player to defeat the world number 1 in back-to-back weeks since Lindsay Davenport had done so in 2001. Kenin also won 1 additional title in both singles and doubles during the Asian Hardcourt Swing and finished the year as the WTA Most Improved Player of the Year, becoming the first American player to win the award since Serena Williams in 1999. In 2020, Sofia Kenin achieved remarkable success, winning her first Grand Slam singles title at the Australian Open and becoming the youngest American woman to do so since Serena Williams in 2002. She defeated Garbiñe Muguruza in the final after overcoming top-ranked players such as home favorite Ashleigh Barty along the way. Kenin continued her impressive run at the French Open, making it to the final before falling to the plucky young Polish champion Iga Swiatek. Despite the disruption of the COVID-19 pandemic, Kenin's performance earned her a career-best ranking of number 4 in the world, and she was later named the WTA Player of the Year for her achievements. As defending champion and 4th seed at the Australian Open in 2021, Kenin suffered an early exit after losing to Kaya Kanepi in the second round. Her loss was the earliest for a defending champion at the Australian Open since 2003. Kenin tearfully admitted that the pressure of defending her title was overwhelming, saying that everyone was always asking her if she could win again. She then suffered several disappointing results, including her worst defeat by ranking on the WTA Tour when she lost to Olivia Gadecki at the Phillip Island Trophy. Kenin withdrew from numerous tournaments due to appendicitis, and her return at Miami resulted in a defeat to Ons Jabeur. She suffered early losses at Charleston, Stuttgart, Rome, and Wimbledon, where she set a new record by committing 41 unforced errors in just 45 minutes. In May 2021, Kenin announced that she was parting ways with her father as coach, but later announced his return as she prepared for the 2022 Australian Open. All the signs pointed to a young athlete struggling to cope with the newly found pressures associated with people's expectations following her meteoric rise to the top of tennis. In 2022, Sofia Kenin faced Madison Keys in the first round of the Australian Open, but lost in straight sets, causing her ranking to drop to number 95. She made it to the quarterfinals of Adelaide 1, but lost to Ashleigh Barty. Kenin suffered injuries and withdrew from other major tournaments last year, including the French Open and Wimbledon, causing her ranking to drop outside the top 300. She lost 5 consecutive first-round matches, and by the end of the year, she was ranked number 235. Kenin started the 2023 season strong, reaching the semifinals at the Hobart International. However, she lost in the first round of the Australian Open to Victoria Azarenka in a match that lasted over 2 hours. She then reached the second round at the BNP Paribas Open, where she defeated Sloane Stephens in the first round. Kenin continued to progress by defeating Storm Sanders and 28th seed Angelina Kalinina in the 2023 Miami Open to reach the third round, which helped her move back into the top 150 in the rankings. Kenin's playing style is marked by her aggressive approach, which emphasizes incorporating a variety of shots into her game rather than relying solely on power. She excels at disguising her backhand, whether hitting it cross-court or down the line. Her inside-in forehand and backhand down the line are also among her best shots. Kenin can strategically use slice to hit well-disguised drop shot winners and even hit slice forehands, which is a rare shot in modern tennis. On the defensive side, Kenin can hit her forehand even as high as shoulder height. Her consistency in redirecting shots is one of the keys to her style of play. Her coach Rick Matzi praises her innate mental strength and ball timing. Kenin has been endorsed by Fila for clothing and shoes between 2018 and 2022, and now by Free People Movement. She was previously sponsored by Nike and uses the Babolat Pure Drive racket. In 2021, Kenin signed an endorsement deal with Motorola. Kenin has a younger sister, and her childhood tennis idols were Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova. She has also participated in World Team Tennis, leading the Philadelphia Freedoms to a first-place regular season finish in 2020. That's all for today's video on Sofia Kenin's tennis career and personal life. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this rising star in the tennis world, from her early beginnings in Moscow to her Grand Slam success and current endorsement deals. If you have any questions or comments about Kenin or her career, please leave them in the comment section below. Here are 2 more excellent videos for you to enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends who are also fans of tennis. Thank you for watching.